one of those guys that if the game's on...
Check it, reload! Check it! 220! Wide, check!
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Lions going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. He's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Run! There we go. Nowhere!
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds his target. It's Crowder. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
This is Alvin Kamara. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 41-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. From the gun, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. This to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's go!
And some space here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They run the counter now on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set! Detroit! No. Check.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look. 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
Garoppolo now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. So here come the Lions now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He gets it to Thomas. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he spins through. Oh, he spins again. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 70 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
No, Jack, Patriot. Here we go now.
Trubisky to throw on second. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Hau'oli Kikaha in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Spinning again. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Trubisky will throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails. Out of bounds. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there, 87 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down now after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a loose football. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First down and goal to go from the 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
This is the fullback Strong. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Six yards still to go here on second and goal. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Let's go. 319. 319.
On the handoff, here's the fullback Strong. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.